This is Ian Lee filling in for Jeff on Absolute Radio. Coming up now, it's the news with Tanya.
A damp night for parts of Britain. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. You're up to date. It's 5:03.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Every day, Tanya has to put up with my muff-ups. I left a fader up for far too long and far too loud during... on Friday, I'm going to give her full permission to come in and punch me in the face because, God damn it, I deserve it. Travel news now, it's Will.
In the southeast this afternoon in Kent, it's a slow drive on the M25 anti-clockwise between the M26 at Junction 5 round to Orpington at Junction 4. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
Well, it was very busy on the roads near I live in North London this morning. Any reason why it took me 40 minutes to drive from my flat to the gym, a journey that normally takes 5 minutes? Any reason?
I don't know. Sorry.
Disappointing. Will going there, very disappointing.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
In a pretty cabinet.
Oh, listen to the mashup. Mush up. There we go. Fantastic stuff. It's what day are we on? Is it Thursday yet? It's Tuesday, man. Alive, it's Tuesday. Who'd have thought it? Oh, the buzz there. Sorry, I'm trying to make your... There we go. Lovely. Oh, Davis, I don't know...
Just put the gain down.
No, the gain's down. I'm afraid your mic's off. We'll have to do that during the... We'll do it now. Come and have a look at it if you want. Sorry, what a shockingly bad start to the show. I do apologize. Oh, no, to a booming microphone and having to turn the producer's mic down. Ian Lee, filling in for Jeff. Week 2 of 6 weeks. I hope you're getting used to the tone of my voice now. Before we go any further, producer Davis is here.
Hello.
There we go. He's off mic, though. And Eloise is back. Before we go any further, Eloise has got something she'd like to say.
I'd just like to really apologise for leaving early on Friday. I feel really bad. And I'm sorry to all the listeners and to you and to Davis.
There we go. Let's have no more said about that if we can. Let's sort of I'm always good at forgiving. Let's move onwards and indeed upwards. Right, OK, so what have we got today? Well, to be honest, I'm really knackered today, so I've not got that much. So we'll see. I was hoping that when the microphones went up, Dr. Show Business would start coursing through my veins and we'd be able to... this is something, actually. You know, apparently the world is collapsing, all right? There's a credit crunch. There's 2 things. First thing's quite boring, but I'm going to say it anyway. So, you know, we're borrowing money off of, like... the country's borrowing money, like billions of pounds, right? But no one's got any money.
So where's it coming from?
Where are we borrowing? Is there like a really, really rich country somewhere that's lending all the money out? If there is, can we go and live there, please?
I don't understand why they just can't make them. Surely it's just photocopying some paper.
David, one of these is mic 4, I think. Isn't it? Go and sit on one of these so we can get the benefit of your voice.
Over here?
There we go. That'll do for the moment. But no, the printing more paper thing doesn't quite...
It doesn't work like that, really.
But how do we... I don't understand... But anyway, moving on. I was in a shop today, a high street store today, and I wanted to get a sandwich to eat. And apparently no one's got any money, everyone's skint. An egg and tomato sandwich would have cost me £5.60.
Were you in somewhere very posh then?
No, it wasn't that posh. It wasn't one of the lower range things. It was mid to upper range. But it wasn't super posh. I went up yours to yours. I'm not paying £5.60 for an egg and tomato sandwich.
I find that so hard to believe. I don't believe that exists.
It's true.
Was it a bumper sandwich though? Was it one where they have 3 or 4 sandwiches in one?
No, it was like half a baguette, a tiny thing like that. I thought, well, stuff that. I'm not going to have that. So I was coming down and I saw some really nice pyjamas, like these pyjamas. What are you laughing at?
Can't eat a pyjama.
No, I was going to get something somewhere cheaper, but I saw some pyjamas. I like my nightwear. And I saw these pyjamas, and these were like something else. I thought, flipping it. Pyjamas never fit me, because I'm lanky, got arms like a monkey and lanky long legs. But I thought, well, I'll have a look. They'll be like 20, 30 quid. I might treat myself to them, because they're very snazzy. £110.
The same shop as the sandwich
The
shop.
same £110 for some pyjamas.
It's the kind of place where if you had a trolley, you know how you put £1 in a trolley?
Yeah.
This place is slot in a £5 note.
Usually slot in your credit card.
Yeah.
Use it, line 1 you've called him. What have you called him for?
Is that me?
Well, yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, right, because I'm glad you're there, Eloise, as well. I've got a complaint to make, Ian.
Oh,
Is that Habiba?
Yes, it is.
Here we
Hello.
go. The complaints
Hello,
of
my dear, how are you?
11.
Thank you.
It's all right, ladies, calm down. My show, as Jeremy Kyle would say. I think it's called the Jeremy Kyle Show, as he says when he gets angry with those people on there.
Let her talk.
Yes, Habiba.
Right, I've got a complaint.
Okay.
Can you please explain to me...
Yes.
Why girls are banned on Sunday? Especially seeing as you have had complaints that the show's been really blokey and you've been trying not to be blokey.
Okay.
You make it blokey, so do you
right.
want to explain yourself?
Yeah, the show on Sunday was a very brave and bold step, I thought, where women were banned, partly because of the attitude, the attitude that you're displaying now as a representative of womankind. I would have made this whole week and all future shows gentlemen only. It turns out there's an EU law that says it's discrimination, and apparently,
ladies on Sunday, we could have told you that.
It was positive discrimination on Sunday. Yes, it was positive discrimination. It was the good kind.
To say that ladies don't add something to your show, like Missy, like Millie, like.
Oh, I'm sorry, Habiba. I appear to have faded you down. Isn't that a terrible, terrible state of affairs? So, I guess the first question is: have you seen examples of things where you get £110 for a pair of pyjamas?
It's a bit much.
It wasn't a particularly posh store. I won't say it on the air. I'll tell you off the air. It was a lot of money, and it just made me think: is there really a credit crunch? If you're listening to this, dear listener, and you've seen other exorbitantly priced things, or just examples where they're not going to sell pyjamas for that much money. They're not going to sell a sandwich for £5.50. If you've seen examples of this where people are completely out of touch, 0330 123 1215. Credit crunch? What credit crunch is the question that we're asking? And also, have you ever been mistaken for a member of the opposite sex? Now, Davis, I'm guessing you're not.
Never.
Because
it's not surprising that, though.
Eloise,
really.
have you ever? Do you look a bit blokish?
I don't think so.
No, you look. You are all. No, you are all woman. Believe you me. But have you
No,
ever?
I don't think I have. No.
Only on a letter, when I've had a letter.
Actually, I did get my hair cut short like a couple of years ago, and I did feel like I might be accused of being a guy when I didn't have any makeup on. But
I've had a few instances in the last couple of weeks where I've seen someone that I thought was a lady turned out to be a gentleman, and vice versa. I was with my 4-year-old nephew, Dylan, a few weeks ago, and this was just after he'd run into a mirror, and he pointed. There was a funny looking bloke dressing a dummy in a shop window, and he went, "Look at that man," and then the bloke turned around, and he went, "I mean woman." And I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for the lady in the shop window. It just seemed, you know. So there are two things. There are two things on the agenda here. That if you'd like to help us, 0330 123 1215. Credit crunch. What credit crunch? Where have you seen ridiculous examples of things that you just think, well, are they living in the real world? And have you ever been mistaken for a member of the opposite sex? I don't think it's happened to me, but I'd like to be mistaken for a lady. It'd be quite good fun, I think.
You are like 6'9" or something.
Yeah, exactly. 0330 123 1215. More of your calls after Oasis.
Summer sun is all that I've ever known.
There we go. Lovely. Good stuff there. The Oasis boys doing what they do, singing songs. Excellent stuff. Paul is in Guildford. Hello, Paul.
How you doing? All right?
Do you know what? I'm knackered. I will explain why later, but apart from that, I'm on top of the flipping world, my friend. How are you?
I'm very well, mate. I'm on the top of the world in the traffic.
Oh, good. There's a lot of traffic around, isn't there?
There's too many cars on the road. There's too short.
I blame Will Gowing. I blame Will Gowing personally for this awful, awful state of affairs. What have you got? What have you spotted?
Credit Crunch water.
Credit Crunch water, go on.
Yeah, small bottle of water.
Yeah.
Lady in front, 3 bottles of water, please. The attendant asked her for £5.10.
Sweet Lord, where were you? In the Buckingham Palace or something?
Might as well have been, but no, it was Woking.
In a theatre?
In the theatre.
Woking Theatre.
£5.10, 3 bottles of water. She only had a £5. I said to her, look, have the 10p, love. You know, I don't need it.
Well done, well, Paul. There we go. There's a generous gentleman, if ever there was. Thank you for that. Hey, there's a topic. Have you ever helped someone out with their shopping? I nearly did the other day. I nearly did it. There was an old woman. She had a load of shopping. It was about 60 quid, and she couldn't find her purse. And I had my wallet out, and I was going to get the card out, in a complete act of, you know, generosity, and just go, I'll get this. You know,
was it going to be for you, to make yourself feel good, or to genuinely help?
It was just to genuinely help. I would never.
That's lovely.
But she was an old lady. She's going, I thought I had my purse here, and I was about to say, "I'll get this, love. Don't you worry about that." And then she found it, and I didn't. I was that close. If you've ever done that, then 0330 123 1215. Peter, can I come back to you in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Good lad. Thank you very much. There we go. More of your calls after I work out what button I press. It's this one.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I very nearly introduced you in Japanese. I've been learning Japanese, right, and I stopped learning it for months. I can't remember any of it. And today I thought, do you know what? I want to go back to Japan, so I'm going to start learning it again. And I was about to introduce you in Japanese.
Do it, I want to hear it.
Okay, kochira wa will des.
Excellent.
There you go, that'll do.
In the southeast, in Kent, it's a slow drive on the M25 anti-clockwise this afternoon between Junction 5 at the M26 round to Orpington at Junction 4. Keep up to date with all the latest today on the roads, absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Korewa dare no kasa desu ka? That means whose umbrella is this? It's good, huh? Thank you very much, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute Radio. It's time now for the latest news. Here's Tanya.
An 18-year-old man's been arrested over the fatal shooting of PC Stephen Carroll in County Armagh last night. You're up to date. It's 5:33.
Record. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Yes, 0330 123 1215 is the phone number we're asking. Credit crunch? What credit crunch? Where have you seen examples of things that are hideously overpriced and ever been mistaken for a member of the opposite sex? Peter, which one of those have you called in for?
I called in about the extortionate price.
The extortionate prices. What have you seen, my friend?
Well, I've been into a well-known hotel.
Yes.
I won't disclose which hotel it is.
Please don't. No.
I went up and asked for a small cup of coffee, and they wanted to charge me £4.
£4. Do you know what? Whereabouts do you live, Peter?
Loughton, Essex.
Okay, because London prices, £4 for a coffee, don't sound that expensive, does it, really? The funny thing, I was outside, I was in Windsor the other day, and we went to park somewhere, and it's like, I haven't got that much money. It was 60p. 60p to park. You get outside of London, and it turns out the whole country is a lot cheaper. £4 for a cup of coffee, though. It's expensive, Peter. Thank you for that. Let's go to Verinda.
Yeah.
Now, Verinda, I'm guessing that you've been mistaken for a boy once in a while, haven't you?
No.
You haven't? OK, well, there you go. That's interesting. What can we do for you, Vinny?
Yeah, with this credit crunch thing.
The credit crunch thing, yes.
Yeah. If you go to, say...
well, don't say...
Football matches.
Football match, yes, OK.
Yeah. Burger and chips cost about £10.
Right.
That's, isn't that expensive then?
Sorry?
Burger and chips, £10.
Right. Are you have you seen this yourself, Vinny, or are you just guessing?
No, I've seen them myself.
OK. Well, just don't buy them.
Yeah, I know, I didn't buy them.
So what did you eat then?
I just went down to newsagents and got crisps.
Oh, yeah, what crisps did you get?
Yeah, those cheesy Doritos.
Oh, yeah, they're nice now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a question for you.
Oh, OK, Vinny. Hopefully it'll be more interesting than that last point you made, because that was car crash radio, kids.
Yeah, OK.
Yeah.
Famous celebs that you're surprised that are not dead yet.
OK, let's move on from that one.
For who?
Patrick Stewart.
Well, he's not that old, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he's old and he's fat.
Patrick Stewart's not... What? The bloke from Star Trek?
He's getting it confused with somebody else.
Patrick Stewart's not fat. He's quite slim.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting confused, actually. I'm getting Patrick Moore.
He's confused Patrick Stewart with Patrick Moore. The guy's a legend. Thank you, Verinda. 0330 123.
I suppose they've got space in common.
12:15. Iain.lee at Absolute Radio is the email address. We'll speak to Richard after this.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Had a lot of complaints, Will. A lot of complaints. It's
What?
very, very busy out there.
It is very busy out there.
What did you know, as the travel guy?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, the sort of secret... Do you know, like, a super secret back route that... Do you ever divert traffic so that you can get home quickly, is what I'm trying to say?
No. Because I get the tube home.
Oh, do you? Oh, well done there. That's clever.
Public transport.
Those things are always working. Let's have what you got, please, sir.
In London, then, the Romford Road has just been closed in Forest Gates because of a building fire, and that's causing queues all the way back along Ilford Hill, back onto the North Circular Road. That's the latest. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Leslie, you've been waiting for 30 minutes. Can we come back to you after this song?
All right.
Are you sure?
Because I'm not a moany woman, you see. I'm a nice one.
Oh, don't...
And I also paid for a lady's parking the other day as well.
Did you really?
I did, yes.
Oh, you stay there, then we'll speak to you in...
Money.
Yeah, right, you can't shut her up, can you? Flipping heck. We'll be with Leslie after this. Okay, now... As you know, if anyone sends me a link with an email link, look at this. I never watch it, but I watched a link that I was sent last night. I have seen the funniest video in my life. Can I urge all of you, dear listeners, particularly if you're fans of the Beatles, but even if not, you should still get it. Go to robertpopper.com. I think it's, let me just switch, it's the first, second, third, fourth, the fifth video down. It's a reworking of the Beatles' Penny Lane video, but it's done literally. Have you seen it, Rocky? It is... flipping brilliant. robertpopper.com. The fifth video down is horse montage, and basically it's Penny Lane, the Penny Lane video, but with the lyrics that describe exactly what's happening in the video. And then when that's finished, at the end of it, there's a link to Daydream Believer as well. Watch them both. It's just the best things. Robert Popper is a gentleman. Let's just leave it at that. Leslie, you've stayed there patiently waiting for us. What can we do for thee?
I was mistaken for a boy.
Well, you... Oh, well, now, is that because you've got, no, I was going to say a hairy chest, I don't mean that. You've got a blokey voice, haven't you?
I wouldn't know.
That's definitely a fella's laugh.
Yeah, don't I?
Do you look like a gentleman?
Let's put it this way, in the mammary department, we're nearer the H level rather than the A level.
Hang on, that's the big one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, but so blokes don't normally have those unless it's a very old man with moobs.
No, they're not on the small end of the...
So how did you get mistaken for a gentleman, then?
I was helping my mum filling up her car at a big petrol station.
Yes.
And I'd worked in one before, and I knew, you know when it gets full and it clicks? Well, I knew this particular click wasn't a full, they'd stopped the tank.
Right.
So I sat in the car, Mum went off to pay, and as she was paying, they said, we'd appreciate you if you didn't let your young lad fill up your car.
Oh, no! And how old were you, Leslie?
18.
So you were the only... Would they think you're a man? They thought you were a young boy as well.
Exactly.
Hang on. Are boys not allowed to fill up petrol cars with petrol?
Don't know.
Children are not allowed to because it's classed as dangerous if you...
Oh, dangerous. A little bit of petrol on... Oh,
But I thought it was over 16, the age of driving.
a little bit... No, you can't drive at 16, Eloise.
17, then.
Is it 17 or 18?
Yeah,
17. Yeah, 17.
Is it 17? Oh, OK. Well, there you go.
It may have changed.
So they should have let you.
How did it make you feel, Leslie?
Well, I went back very, very quickly in my own car.
Yeah.
Because my mum did point out that I was technically a woman of 18 who could drive
And
herself.
flick the V's at them.
with a very low cut top on. I thought I might as well use that.
Oh, you tart.
When, as I was paying, I happened to mention, well, at least you let me fill up my car this time.
Yeah, and I bet you wanted... I'll finish that sentence there. And you paid for ladies' parking, did you?
I did. I was going shopping, and we were just in the shopping and coming out of the car park.
Yeah.
But this lady, she did not have the change to pay for her parking, but I had to get the kids from school. So I must say, it was a bit selfish on my half, but I did pay her £1.50 parking.
I did that the other day, right? Some woman came up to me. I was putting money in the meter. She went, "Oh, hello, Mr. TV man. Could you give me £1 for the parking? You've been on telly." And instead of just saying, "Up yours," just to get rid of her, I went, "Here's £1. Go on. You know, get out of it."
That's very nice of you.
Well, but it was not... It didn't come from the heart, Leslie. It came from a very, very bad place, let me tell you that. Leslie, I've got to go. Thank you for that. Richard, very quickly, what have you got for us?
Yeah, first of all, minimum age for filling up at petrol is 16, otherwise your moped riders couldn't do it.
Well done, thank you, sir. You learn and I earn. Hang on, no, that's not right. Yes, it is right. Well, yes, Richard?
Yeah, going back to, you had a guy half an hour or so ago who got charged £4 in a posh hotel for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I was working in a very posh hotel, and we were doing a job in there, and I ordered a cup of coffee, and that was £4. And then 3 of my mates joined me, and she took the bill away, brought 3 empty cups, and adjusted the bill from £4 to 16. No new coffee.
So what was the extra money for?
Cup. Some form of service for the extra cups. There was a lot of coffee in the big cafetiere that she gave me in the first place, but if it only cost £4, it only cost £4.
Wow, Richard, listen, you literally blew my mind there to the point where I didn't hear some of the words you said, but God bless you for that, sir. Thank you, Richard.
Is this what you meant? Is this what you dreamed of?
This is Ian Lee filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd on Absolute Radio. I've got plenty more things to talk about, but before all of that, it's the latest news with Tanya.
It's 6 o'clock. A mainly dry night across the UK. A full radar weather updates coming up. You're up to date. It's 6:04.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I went to the gym, Will, for the first time in a few weeks, and I've still got the tail end of this cold. It was flipping. I couldn't do it. I ran for 20 minutes. After 5 minutes, I was gasping. It was like I was a smoker or something.
I did the same this morning. I went for a run for the first time for ages, and I've got leg issues today now.
Really? I've got buttock issues. My buttocks are very tight now, like really to the point where it's like I've got cramp in my buttocks.
I'm more thighs.
Yeah? Well,
yeah. In London, the Romford Road in Forest Gate is closed. That's the Romford Road in both directions after a building fire earlier today. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
Chills.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Last night, walking home, I heard the best sentence I've ever overheard anyone saying. 0330 123 1215. What overheard conversations have you had? Come on, spill the dirt, please. Thank you. Again, you want to release these conversations that we have as a podcast. Hey, listen, before we get any further, we've been showing off and impressing Eloise and upsetting her by clicking various bones of our body.
No, don't do it.
While that record was playing, I took my shoes off. This is for you.
No!
Listen, here come the toes.
Oh, that's so
horrible.
That is horrible.
Here we go. Oh, hang on. I've broken one. Hang on, that's not supposed to happen.
You've broken your toe?
Ow. Oh, can't you click anything?
I took my headphones off.
Oh, you lightweight coward. Listen, we've got 2 calls that have been waiting for absolutely ages. Let's do these, and then we'll throw another shrimp on the barbie of conversation. Will!
Yeah?
Hello, Will, what can I do for you?
How are you? How are you on your driving theory test?
I didn't have to do one because I...
It came in, isn't it? It's quite new.
Yeah, it's quite new. It's quite new compared to me. No, they're a piece of cake, though, aren't they?
Well, there's a question here, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a go. Before entering a tunnel, it is good advice to A, put on your sunglasses, B, check the tyre pressures, C, change to a lower gear, or D, tune your radio to a local channel. What would you
None of the above.
Well, I would have said put your lights on, but, OK, change to a lower gear.
The answer is actually D, tune your radio to a local station.
No, it is nowhere in the highway...
That can't be true.
The highway code says you've got to listen to bloomin' BBC local radio.
Yeah, you wouldn't get a signal either, but...
What? Why? Hang on a minute.
By that rationale, you can go in any gear and you can have flat tyres.
Will, are you genuine that you have to listen to local radio to go in a tunnel?
It says in this book, the AA, official question...
Flipping it. Haven't things changed since my day when you used to have to learn some braking distances and a few signs? That was it.
But, what I found out about...
Yes, Will?
Why am I in the trailer for the show?
Are you in the... Is he in the trailer?
Is he the practical joker? Yes. He was the guy who pretended to do a practical joke on you.
Yeah, and it all went wrong.
Oh, yeah, because we thought it would be nice to embarrass you and maybe you'd learn a lesson.
Well, I have learnt it, so can we get rid of it now?
No, we're going to be using that for the rest of the 6 weeks that I'm here.
And can I choose a subject, can I choose a topic, right, to put out there?
Yeah, go on.
What's the worst thing your teacher has ever said to you when you were at school, right? Because when I was free,
I got bored of him. Steve!
Hello there.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello there, good evening, Steve.
Good evening to you, my love. What can I do for thee? Yes, what?
What a great show you've got.
You're right, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's no point in beating around the bush. He's right. It's a great show that I've got here.
You have indeed. It's a breath of fresh air. Anyway, I've rung up.
I know.
We're in conversation.
Oh, yeah?
When I used to work up London, I was walking down Bishopsgate behind two, I wouldn't say elderly ladies, but I overheard one of them say, thank goodness for Anne Summers.
Thank goodness for Anne Summers.
Anne Summers.
Well, OK, listen, we have to be very careful how these ones are phrased at 6:15, but I suspect a lot of these are going to be quite naughty. Well, the overheard conversation wasn't last night. I think it was one night last week as I was walking home, and I've written it down because it was so good. It was two women, and one of them said, I think you can get away with that, but brothels are almost definitely illegal. Fantastic! Almost definitely illegal. That was.
Oh, you've beaten my one, haven't you?
Well, no. Listen, yeah, they're both excellent, Steve. Thank you for that.
That's all right,
Good lad. There we go. Cheers. 0330 123 1215. Overheard conversations. What you done here, Davis? Have you got anything?
Yeah, it happened ages ago. Actually, I was going in a tube down the escalator. Somebody else was coming up the. So you just overheard that tiny bit, and all I heard was two women talking again. And it turned out to be my brother. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
It leaves you wondering what on earth were they doing?
Exactly.
Oh. Eloise, have you ever heard anything? You probably walking around with your Walkman in your ears, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't, I'm afraid.
I must admit, I am very guilty of just having my iPod in all the time, so I miss these kind of things. But tonight, on the way home, the whole journey home, I will not listen to my iPod. But I will have my iPod plugged into my ears, because people think then that you can't hear what they're saying.
That's a good idea.
And they're a little bit freer.
Sneaky.
Especially, I still, even to this day, occasionally get recognised as being someone who used to be on the television. And it's great. If I know that someone's busted me, I'll turn the iPod off and just listen, and people can be so rude, can't they? People can be so rude. 0330 123 1215. We're doing that. Ever been mistaken for the opposite sex? Oh, let me just very quickly throw this out before we play the Kings of Leon. Where are the Kings of Leon? Hang on, I think this is... hang on a second, I've got the Kings of Leon somewhere here. Hang on a minute, where is it? No, that's the theme tune to Happy Days. Hang on, I'm just queuing up the next record. I should have done this.
Konnichiwa.
No, it's the lady saying konnichiwa. It's...
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it. This should be it.
Hi, this is Rick Astley.
Hang on a minute. This should be it.
This is...
Hang on, sorry. What's this? No, let's start me up. Hang on a second. Let's just get the old... No. Here we go. Right, yes. Okay. Well, Gorky Zygotic Monkey. Do you remember them?
No.
Vaguely.
They were like this Welsh band that sort of were almost tipped for being sort of kind of cultish, and then they disappeared. They popped up on my iPod the other day. Does anybody... Are they still around? Because they were brilliant. If anybody knows... 0330... Yes, I'm just giving out the phone number, love. Do you want to button it? Thank you very much. How rough. I haven't got time for the number now. It's the song, isn't it?
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
We've just been wondering. I've just got a text message, right, which means I have my pre-sale code for the Michael Jackson tickets, which means tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock I can mess around on a computer for 4 hours and as it crashes and nobody gets any tickets. And we were just wondering what Michael Jackson was up to now. He's in London. What's he doing? What was your suggestion, Eloise?
That he might have gone on the London Eye around the Tate Modern.
Have gone on the London Eye. Michael Jackson. Imagine that. You're on the. I've been on the London Eye, and it's a marvellous thing. Just one more's coming in, and Michael Jackson walks in. I don't think so.
Well, just standing next to you, looking at some art in the Tate.
If you've seen
fan
him,
of Andy Warhol.
if anybody's seen him wandering around, 0330 123 1215. Also, the number to give us a call if you've overheard bits of a conversation. And where the flippin' heck a gawky zygotic monkey? Thank you.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Here's the travel news now with Will Gowing.
In London this afternoon, the A12 very slow southbound from the Bow interchange into the Blackwall Tunnel after a car broke down earlier. So keep up to date with all the latest on the roads. absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Sorry, I should have been very... No, I need to get some music underneath us so we can talk. That'll do. Right, let's go to Kenny. Hello, Kenny!
Hey, Ian, how you doing?
Very well, thank you, my friend. We haven't got much time. What can I do for you?
About 5 years ago, I was on holiday in Florida, drove down to Key West, and there's 3 guys stood in the doorway of the shop. Little short haircuts, military moustaches, and those little stonewash short jeans.
It's a good look. It's the look I'm aiming for myself, if you could see me now.
Well done. The only thing that I heard one of them say was, I was naked on the floor spinning around.
Oh, man, I've had many a night. Haven't we all had a night like that? Kenny, thank you for that. We are asking for your overheard conversations. I think we've got time very quickly to fit in Naughty Sophie. Naughty Sophie, what have you got for us?
Hello, I was just going to tell you about Gorky Zygotic Monkey.
Oh, can you do it in about 20 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Or you can come back after. You can come back after the news if you want.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, let's have it now then.
A lead singer called Euros Child, like euro, the currency with an S on the end. He now does solo work. I don't think they've done anything since about 2001.
Oh, man, so you're saying they've split up?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they've reformed and several members of the different names. You know, he does,
Sophie, you're being vague. I need a more specific answer than that. You're very naughty, but I want more specifics, please. 0330 123 1215. Can we get Gorky's on the phone, please? Thank you. Well, I haven't heard this for a long time.
I tried to make you love.
This is Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. Time for the latest news now. Here's Tanya.
2 men have now been arrested after PC Stephen Carroll, a married father of 1, was shot dead in Northern Ireland last night. You're up to date. It's 6:32.
Good work, thank you, Tanya. There we go, lovely. We're halfway through the show, and I've suddenly been hit with the most awful wave of exhaustion I could feel possible. I was shattered all of a sudden.
You've still got 4.5 weeks to go.
Oh, man alive. I don't know if I can do the full 6 weeks now. I don't know if there's any way I can get out of this this gig. So 6 weeks is maybe a little bit too much for me to take on. Let's have a quick recap at what we are. By the way, listen, hey, for anyone who doesn't listen to me normally on a Sunday night show, these things I'm throwing out as topics, in inverted commas, it's all very loose and flim-flam around here, man. If you want to come on and talk about pretty much anything, you're more than welcome to. Phone up, you'll speak to Rocky on the phone, and if he's nice, he'll call you back, and if he's not, he won't. And then you come on the air. It's as simple as that. 0330 123 1215. The things that we've mentioned so far is what extortionate prices have you seen in this world of credit and indeed the crunch? I saw a sandwich in a store today for £5.60, and it weren't that swanky. And a pair of pyjamas £110. I don't think I've got any clothes at £110 I'd wear in the daytime. Oh, excuse me, I just nearly belched. How rude of me. Ever been mistaken for a member of the opposite sex? And what snippets of overheard conversations have you heard after I overheard the other day two women saying, I think you can get away with that, but brothels are almost definitely illegal. Fantastic. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. You can email Iain, IAIN.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. Time now, though, for the Ambipure Fresh track of the week. It's Fleet Foxes, it's White Winter Hymnal, and I genuinely like this. This is nice. The album's nice, but this is, I think, my favourite one, because it's kind of like got that Crosby, Stills and Nash sort of vibe about it, so I'll fade down the step two on some music, and I'll press play on this. Enjoy.
I was following me, I was following summertime.
Thanks, found a treat. A treat on my iPod, I say. Listen to this. This is good, huh? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, the 1980s. This is a soundtrack to one of the best films ever made. Have you ever seen Time Rider?
No.
No, man. So get it, right? There's this motorcycle dude having like a race through the desert, and he gets lost. And he goes off course, right? And he goes off course, and he goes past this place where they're doing an experiment, where they're sending a monkey back to the olden days in America, right? He goes past it, bang, just as the thing goes off. He has to, so he's back in cowboy days. They're all on horses. He's on a motorbike. Wow. Right? It's brilliant. Chases and stuff. The cowboys get the motorbike. I think it's like a horse. They can't ride it. He's about to get shot. The last thing is he's on the top of a cliff, right? And he's lying down. And the cowboy's like, I'm going to get you, sucker. And he's about to... I said sucker. And he's about to shoot him in the face. And then suddenly a helicopter comes up from behind and shoots the cowboys because they've sent a helicopter back in time to rescue him. He jumps on it, goes back to the 1980s and listens to this. Yeah! Woo! There we go. It's a good... Why is it in time travel films? There's always a bit... where a bloke goes back in time and falls in love with a girl, right? And then he gets a bit of a conscience thing going, and he says, "Do you know? There's something I've got to say to you." Oh yeah, what? Were you married? No, it's got something. I've got to, what? You're dying? No, I come from the future. And they always go, "Well, the future." Oh, all right. Anyway, so and they believe it straight away.
Back to the Future 3, when the doc has to say it to the black-haired girl.
I've not seen that for a long time. I need to see. No, not 3, because 3's the rubbish one.
3 is in the Wild West.
2 is the best one.
2 is brilliant.
2 is the
best.
The
hoverboards.
The hoverboards, yes. This is the 80s. Okay, 10 points. 10 points. Who's doing this music? Oh, I'll give you a clue. His mother invented Tipp-Ex.
Oh, it's a Beach Boy.
No, it's a monkey. It's Michael Nesmith of the Monkees. There we go. Well, listen, what fun we're having, rock fans, when nobody bothers to call in, you see? This is why you need to call in, because we'll just witter away about this guff for ages. It's easily done. Oh, look at this! Thanks to McDonald's, next week on Absolute Radio, that's us now, apparently. That's what we're called, apparently. Some people don't know that, but yes, that's the name for us. You can be taking off to Brazil or Venezuela. Listen to Christian O'Connell all next week to win. Get your daily coffee fix at McDonald's, and with their freshly ground coffee made with the 100% Arabica beans. Now, I knew how to say that, but they put a pronunciation guide on here so that you say it properly, and so that was making me hesitate approaching the word Arabica. With the 100% Arabica beans, especially selected by Kenco. Great quality, and you can even get it without leaving your car. I'm a big fan of the drive-thrus. I think everywhere should have a drive-thru, don't you think?
What, like a drive-thru radio station?
A drive-thru radio station, a drive-thru clothes shop, everywhere should be drive-thru. It's just the most exciting... You know, when you drive up, can I help you? Yes, can I get... What do you want? I'll get to... It's the best experience in the world.
There are no drive-in movies really here anymore.
Well, there have never been in this country.
I suppose because the weather's so bad.
There have never been a drive-in movies.
Well, they do have a cinema on the hill, don't they, in Richmond?
They do that in the summer, yes, but there has never been a drive-in movie in this country.
You may be right.
What do you mean maybe? There's a fact. Very quickly, Rob Bonet, do you want to talk to us now, or come back in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna fade him down and press these instead.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
And with Will Gowing. Will.
And a couple of problems in London tonight. The A12 very slow southbound from the Bow interchange into the Blackwall Tunnel after a breakdown earlier. So your next updates in 20 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
And breathe. Let's go back to the 1980s, shall we? Synthesizer love theme. This sounds like a love theme. This must be when he falls in love with the chick and it says, hey, guess what? I'm from the future. I think he takes her back with him in the end. I'm not sure. Excuse me, Rob Bonet.
Hello.
Hello, love.
How are we?
Yeah, well, I'm very well.
Good.
Yes.
I'm in Wales.
So?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that. Hang on, I'm just going to put you on the other line because that line's gone very quiet again. Let's try that. Let's try that. Can we hear you better?
I'm in Wales.
Yes, there we go. Well done for you, Rob. You must feel so excited and proud of yourself.
I'm not really. It's about this credit crunch thing. You know, you're on about extortionate prices.
Well, yes, I am, yes.
£5 for a bluey on the telly?
I have no idea what he was referring to there, and it's not a. Oh man, alive! I've not got a clue what he was talking about. Let's go to Nick. Let's try Nick. Hello, Nick. Oh, hang on a minute. This line, I don't know. Is it this line or is it your phone? Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Let's try and put you there. Hang on a minute. Let's try there. Nick, can we hear you now?
I can hear you.
We can hear you a little bit better. What have you got for us?
The plaster come down today, done a fantastic job of the ceiling. Brilliant.
What? Oh, this is Nick, my neighbour from downstairs. Sorry, Nick, I didn't recognise your voice. Yes, there was a slight problem with the washing machine. Although the clothes are coming out of there cold, which makes me think it's only cold water, not.
Well, you plumbed it yourself, so it's most likely.
Yes, I muffed it up. Well, Nick, I'm glad everything's sorted now.
Well, hold on. You only put one pipe in there.
Yes.
You're not going to attempt to put another pipe in there, are you?
No, just the one pipe. But I may have to have a little fiddle around with the back and see what I can do.
You're going to have a ladies' free day again, because I thought that was brilliant, apart from window ringing up.
Well, yeah, but Sunday night show, for those who missed it, was ladies only. I can't go into the reasons why, but basically, she upset me.
Pointing at her, but not looking at her. You're pointing but not looking.
Yeah, it was an excellent experiment. Every radio station, every radio presenter in the world would love to do it if they had the balls. Turns out, Nick, I was contravening EU discrimination laws.
You what?
Yes, I was contravening EU discrimination laws that says you're not allowed to... I can't say who can't phone up this show.
Right, well, Vinny managed to ring up and get through okay.
Exactly, you see. So I won't be doing that again, I'm afraid, Nicholas. Hey, listen, I'll see you later on tonight when I come home.
I look forward to it.
Good lad, there we go. That's the fella who lives beneath me. Hey, what a marvellous world we live in. Right. Flipping it, it's time for another song. I've got one queued up. Yes, I have. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. One more hour to go of this nonsense. I can only apologise. I promise, when we come back from Amy McDonald and the news, I shall throw some more bits and pieces into the fire. So there's plenty to talk about. Hey, it's Bob Dylan. I'm not having another 6 minutes of that. Flipping heck. It's a good song, but give me life. Let's have Amy McDonald's in so, shall we? There we go, the love, Amy McDonald. I've just started to get a headache. This last hour could be very painful for me and for you, dear listener. We'll see. Time now for the latest news on Absolute Radio with Tanya.
A damp night for parts of Britain. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. You're up to date. It's 7:03.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Don't ask us why, but we're talking about bunking off work. No one here is planning to do it, are they, Eloise? But we're practicing our sick voices. Davis, can you do your... You're phoning in sick, right? You're phoning up Mr. Grace.
Hi, it's Dave. I'm not very well.
That's quite good.
That's rubbish. It sounds like you're off your mash on some sort of illegal street drug. Mine would be this, Yeah, really sorry, Mr. Grace.
Well, that just sounds like it's being made up.
No, it doesn't sound... It sounds like I've got, like, a really bad throat. I'm really sorry, Mr. Grace. I can lose voice, and there's no point in coming and doing the show. Will, you do yours.
I'm not coming in.
So you do, like, chirpy voice?
Yeah.
What? But why?
Because I think any like, sicky voice just sounds fake. It doesn't sound real.
Yeah.
You don't suddenly lose the power of speech just because you've got an upset stomach or a headache, you know? You can still talk.
You can't sound chirpy, though, if you got the trots.
That's true.
Do people still use that phrase? What a horrible phrase. I can only apologise.
Anyone said that since the 70s.
Let's have the travel news out from Will, shall we?
In London, 2 lanes are closed with an accident on the A10 heading out of the capital tonight at the M25 in Enfield. That's after an accident. The next update's in 20 minutes.
Wow, a train day derailed.
Day derailed.
Whoa.
A day-do.
They do, don't they? Thank you, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Yeah, that'll do. What excuses have you had for bunking off work? We've all done it, haven't we? Come on, we've all done it. It's not a problem, is it? And if you're a boss, it's not a problem. What a terrible attitude to have. It's not a problem, is it, bunking off work? And if you're a boss, what are the worst excuses you have ever had? You know when someone is totally tugging the line. 0330 123 1215. Oh, and for a bit of fun, could you phone up and do your phoning in sick voice for us, please? And we will judge the best one. 0330 123 1215. We have been having great fun in this. Where's this? Have you got the email from Sarah?
Yeah,
there?
Sarah says, lay on the bed with your head hung over the edge. It makes you sound sick, but not too fake.
Go on, do it. This is what we've been doing. We've been lying over the edge.
Which way do you think it is?
Are you lying on the edge of the desk there?
Yes. Well, I think.
Yeah.
She means on her. She means on your back, and you were doing it on your front.
All right,
so lie across there with your head hanging over the edge.
Yeah, before. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We can move these microphones around. Look, get your head this way. Look. Yeah, this is fun, isn't it, listener? Go right. So hang on. So go do your sick voice. Go on.
I just want to phone in sick because I'm.
No, it just sounds like you're. It just sounds like you've lost the will to live. You don't sound poorly.
Try the other way that I thought it was.
Do the other way. This is the fun we've been having. You see, this is what goes. Look at this. I know how to work it. Well,
she's putting pressure on herself.
Something just pops then. What pops?
I think it was you.
Wasn't me. Oh, okay.
No, it's this.
It's okay. Right. Yes. Okay.
Hi, I'm just phoning in sick.
Oh, that sounds awful. Shame on you, Eloise. Have a bit more respect for yourself. Yeah, wicked. If you want to call in and do your sick voice... Oh, Gary's called in with his sick voice. Gary, are you feeling all right?
No.
All right, listen, let's do it. I'm going to be your boss, Gary, and let's do this. Hello, Lee Pharmaceuticals. Can I help you?
Oh, is that Mr. Lee?
Yes, it is, Mr. Lee.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lee. This is using fake name from Hemel Hempstead.
Okay.
I can't come in today. I'm not feeling well.
Oh, you do sound quite poorly.
Yeah, I've got my head over the end of the bed and I feel...
Yeah, hang on, you don't sound like poorly. You sound like a pervert. That's the voice that was phoning me at midnight last night asking what I was wearing.
And what were you wearing? You never said.
Yes, well, I was actually in the nuddy last night. Don't get out of here! I'm not falling for that! Let's go to Ashley in Sevenoaks. Good evening, Ashley.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Are you a boy?
No, I'm a girl.
Ashley's not a girl's name.
It is a girl's name.
No, it's not, is it?
It is, yep.
Can I say, with my hand on my heart, I don't think I've ever heard of a girl called Ashley.
Ashley Olsen.
Who's that?
The Olsen twins.
Oh, no, come on, next you'll be asking me to name the Saturdays. Well, Ashley, I do apologise. What can I do for you, Ashley?
Well, I was asked to phone in because, well, no one asked it. I decided to call.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on. In these days of Ofcom and BBC Blue Peter Cats and all these Jonathan Ross things, who asked you to phone in?
I did because.
Shall I phone in? I better ask myself.
Okay, so you asked yourself to phone in, yes?
Because you asked for some terrible excuses that you've had as a boss.
Yeah.
And I am a boss.
You sound like you're 15 years old.
I'm not.
I'm so sorry, Ashley. You've come on out of the goodness of your heart. You've asked yourself permission, and all I've done is bully you, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, so you're a boss of a company, and you get some good, some bad, sick excuses, do you?
Yes, we had a really bad one. Someone phoned in and said, "I'm so sorry, I can't come in today. I'm just too tired."
No, they didn't.
They did.
Too tired?
Didn't even attempt to lie.
Well, I suppose in some ways you've got to respect the honesty of that. I'm hoping you sacked that person.
We did.
Good, well done. Any others?
Yeah, there's a catalogue of them, really, but that was probably the worst.
Ashley, listen, thank you very much for that, and thank you for good-naturedly taking the bullying that I done dish out. I thought it was a 15-year-old boy. I've never heard of the name Ashley. And I like girls with boys' names. Don't ask me why, but girls called Jamie or Sam, or what other boys' names are there that girls have? Bob.
Francis.
I find not Francis.
Leslie. Boys have that though.
Not Leslie, but girls with boys' names. It does something to me downstairs. It just gets me feeling really fruity. Imagine going out with a girl called Jamie. Oh, man. And it's not some homoerotic thing. I don't know what... You know, I'm imagining it as a woman, definitely. But a girl called Jamie, wow, or Sam, or Danny. Look, but girls with boys' names, it works for me. Let me just say, it works for me. Let's go to Leon. Good evening, Leon.
Oh, Tony.
Sorry?
Tony.
Tony. Oh, Toni. Tony. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
I want to phone in sick.
OK, well, I'll be your boss. Yes, it's Mr. Lee. What can I do for you?
Mr. Lee, it's Leon here at the moment. I can't actually come in today. I've been up all night. I'm not great. I think it's catching. The doctor's advised just stay home.
You've been up all night doing what, Leon?
It's both ends, boss.
Oh, dear. Well, OK, well, in that case... Take the rest of the week off, Leon.
Thank you, boss.
That's a good one.
Was it a good one, or was it the worst acting I've ever heard?
It was pretty poor acting, but it's quite funny.
The fact he kept calling me boss as well was... thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
The coughing added a good touch to it, I thought.
I think maybe there is something in Will Gowing, the travel expert's words that you should maybe just be...
I'm ill.
Yeah, just play it down, because if you've broken a leg, it doesn't change your voice, does it? If you know.
That's true.
I have never broken a bone in my body.
I don't think I have either.
What do you mean you don't think you...
No, I haven't.
Have you or haven't you?
I've definitely not broken a body in my body.
One minute you're not sure, the next minute you're definite.
No, I said I don't think I have, and then I thought about it, and I haven't.
But if you
that's the end of the conversation, isn't
it's just the beginning of a very rich conversation. There's no thinking. Eloise, have I broken a bone?
Yes.
Of course she knows that.
Well, the fact that I don't know, it means I haven't done it.
Well, no, you would know.
You would know you hadn't. I know where he's going with this.
What bone have you broken?
My legs, both of them.
Oh, a double break.
Yes, when I was only 6 months old, my mum dropped me down the stairs.
Oh, social services. Can we get this? My mum did this to me when I was a young lad. Then we'll play a record in a second, but they're calling it record. Listen to it. Well, I used to be a biter. When I was a kid, I was a biter, like about 3-4 years old. Bite. I remember biting my sister's arm.
Oh.
I remember biting the cat's leg and
Ben Jones might like a bite.
Oh, Ben Jones coming in later on. We're playing word disassociation. Tomorrow we're having a Pradeep competition. That'll teach him. But so I remember biting the cat's leg and throwing him, Toby, down the stairs. And so my mum, I was like 4 years old, right? My mum, what she did was she sat me down, rolled up my sleeves, grabbed my arm. Ow! And she bit into my arm.
Awful.
And left to... I could probably take her to some kind of...
Why did she do that?
Because she was a nasty,
So you're beating up the cat.
Yeah.
And she's beating you up.
She did it.
What kind of a household was it?
It was a crazy house in the
Don't
1970s.
bite your son,
she did it to teach me a lesson, and let me just say, that's a lesson I never forgot. The lesson is you can bite 4-year-olds and get away with it. That's the lesson. 0330 123 1215 MGMT. Thank you.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Have a look on the webcam, right? Have a look on the webcam. You will not see four more exhausted people. You're still like sat here.
Will was reading the papers.
Talking really slowly. He's like, what is going on? Did someone release some of that poisoned gas in this studio? I'm having a terrible time. Well, this is your last one, isn't it?
Last one tonight.
What are you up to this evening?
Early night for me, I think.
Yes.
I need some energy for tomorrow.
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, coming here again.
Yes, I have to save the energy for work. That's a brilliant idea. Let's have the travel news, please, Will.
In London, then, heading out of town tonight, 2 lanes are closed off on the A10. That's just towards the M25 in Enfield. On the A12, out to the east of London, it's slow southbound from the Bow interchange into the Blackwall Tunnel. And all the way down to Somerset, the A38 has just been closed tonight in both directions at Bridgewater. That's after an accident. In Gloucestershire, the A40 slow westbound in Gloucester. That's heading towards the A38 Tewkesbury Road. And in the West Midlands, it's busy on the M6 northbound between Junction 4 at the M42 and Castle Bromwich at Junction 5 as well. Crashing onto the trains, East Midlands services and National Express East Anglia are being replaced by buses between Ely and Thetford because of an incident. Are you eating something?
No, I'm just sleepy.
And the DLR isn't running still in London this evening between Bank and Canary Wharf again, and between Poplar and Canary Wharf as well. Keep up to date with all the latest on the road tonight. absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Are you allowed to do that?
What?
You put in a little comment there, didn't you? You're disappointed.
It was on script though.
But you did it. You put it in your own voice to express. Are you allowed to do that?
No, I don't think I'm supposed to be impartial, aren't I?
Impartiality.
Impartial to the DLR.
Impartiality is the word tonight, Will. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Like an angel. Wally?
Yes, hello.
I've muffed up my timings. May I come to you after the news, please?
Certainly.
Are you sure you're all right with that?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
What an absolute gentleman you are. Ian Lee on Absolute Radio. Here's the news now with Tanya.
A second person has been arrested over the murder of a policeman in Northern Ireland after a 17-year-old was picked up earlier. You're up to date. It's 7:31.
Record. Ian Lee. Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
Why am I so tired? Something has happened to me. I don't know what. Something has happened to me. All I did was go to the gym for a 20-minute run, pumped a few weights.
You're not used to it.
I'm not used. I feel like I'm dying.
You feel a bit lethargic as well
You
now.
have put on a bit of weight.
What? Excuse me?
Oh, here we go.
Oh no! Don't start doing that. I'm sensitive about my weight, just like any of you girls are, especially you chunky girls. Now. Oh, you see, it cuts both ways. It cuts both ways.
I take it well, though.
I don't. I get terribly. I've been so skinny all my life. Then when I turned 30, I started to get a little pot belly, and it kind of starts. And I don't like it.
I remember you got a lot of abuse when you first started here from the listeners that you put on weight as well.
Yeah, I know. So I'm very sensitive. Very sensitive about it. I don't like it at all. Oh, man, I don't like these. You see these adverts on the telly. Well, join our diet. You can eat like lots of chocolate and stuff. That doesn't work, does it? That's all nonsense. Surely I'll have none of that. Wally has been waiting very patiently. Wally.
Hello.
Hello, sir. What can we do for you?
Well, I've got this phone in you said about calling into work.
Oh, yes.
And I think I've crapped it. I've done it once and I got away with it, but I'm not going to say who and where, but...
Okay.
I'd like to go through it again, if that's all right with you.
Yes, please do, Wally.
It's a family affair, so there's a few kids crying in the background.
Yes.
The original.
Yeah.
So here we go. Hello?
Hello, yes.
I'm just ringing up, boss. I can't come in today. The cat's just been run over.
Cat's
oh, sorry.
Well, can't you just come in anyway?
Keep it down. Keep it down. I can't die. I just...
Wally...
Sorry,
It's a family affair.
Wally, I understand. You go and comfort your children. You don't come in for the rest of the week now, you hear?
Okay, thank you, boss.
Thank you, Wally. That is genius. That's absolute genius,
Get
isn't it?
everyone involved.
That's slightly hideous, though. What a horrible wailing noise that was.
Very believable.
Custard! Oh, man, bless you. Well, we have no more calls.
Are we allowed to ring him up when we want to call in sick? He could be our backing shouting
Get him
person.
to do it. Get him to do it. No, none of us can be calling sick now for the next 6 months.
I know, because you've ruined it all.
I've totally muffed it up. I'm really sorry, Eloise Davis. I'm sorry. We're here for the long run. Speaking of long runs, where the hell is Ben Jones normally comes up at this time of night to irritate us and put us off our stroke?
I feel like his presence is near, though.
High kicks through the door, some abuse, and then he's in.
Listen, we need Ben Jones to tell us how he gets so enthusiastic and so much energy, because I'm just, I'm
He's on a whole gym thing. He's going to the gym for about 3 hours a day at the moment.
Yeah.
He's doing it for some magazine to get pumped up or something. The thing is, and he needs to. You go to the gym 4 hours a day every day for 6 months, whatever. Yes, you'll be buff. Yes, you'll have the six pack. Yes, you'll have the muscular arms and all of that. But the moment he stops doing that, it's all going to sink down, and it's going to have the overhanging belly that I'm so concerned that I get from time to time. It's not going to look good. Anyway, when Ben Jones does come up, we're playing word disassociation, which is going to blow his freaking mind.
Who do you think will win?
Well,
it's not easy. It's not an easy game.
Have you played it?
No, I've not played it.
Do you want to have a go?
Okay, go on.
So
then.
it's the opposite of word association, so it's
Right.
got to be completely disassociated.
So you couldn't say, like, pencil and pen. It has to be pencil and chair.
Yes, that would work. Okay, so you start with the word.
Okay, oven.
Car.
Clock.
My car's got a clock in it, so it's
That's
it's associated. My
tenuous.
car has got a
Okay.
clock in it.
Oh, childish.
One more go.
Okay, go on.
CD.
So you're saying CD is in compact disc, or is in CD?
As in
You can hear me
compact
stalling.
disc.
Can you hear me stalling?
Stalling and thinking.
Pavement.
Oh, that's so annoying, because I was going to say tarmac as my next word.
Well,
no, I haven't, though.
Anyway,
Mirror.
Eloise, it's a desperate attempt to try and save some face there. Let's all...
You did the same thing.
No, I know I did.
Sheets.
I've got the faders.
I'm going to go again.
Thought that was good.
I've got the faders, and I can turn both of you down. They say I'm the boss here. Benedict Jones, unless he's chicken licking, which I think he might be, will hopefully be coming up soon for a little bit of that. Why would you want to switch off and watch the soaps? Hang on, the soap's on. Let's get this TV working, shall we?
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Record. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Oh, man, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, kids. The end is in sight. Speaking of the end, here it literally comes. You can come in here, Ben. Come on, don't be shy.
Hi, gang.
That was the campest walk
I've
ever seen.
How do you... We are shattered for some reason in here. We have got no energy, anything like that. How come you're so enthusiastic, full of life, full of energy?
Just a lust for life, in the words of the mighty Iggy Pop.
He's actually mentally ill, isn't he? He actually is. There's something missing in you that...
It's going to the gym and drinking lots of water.
His hands
That's
on
what I'd recommend.
He always points at you.
I went to the gym today, and that's why I've got a headache and feel sickly.
Really, I did have a headache because I can't wear my glasses in the gym, and I'm thinking getting my eyes lasered, and I can't wear contact lenses.
Calm down. I got 3 of those words. Calm down. Slow down. So you can't wear contact lenses because you're...
tried.
Yes.
I had a couple of months of trying before I got married because I didn't want to wear my glasses on my wedding day.
Yeah, you didn't... Yeah.
Couldn't.
Yeah.
So I couldn't deal with that, and now I'm thinking, I might get them lasered. But
Can we
I can't
see...
really afford
take
it.
them off. Let's see your eyes without glasses.
See, I've got eyes like Bono. I suit glasses. Bono's got sort of little...
Put them back on. Make me
eyes.
upset. Yeah, no, God, you look like a pervert, doesn't he? He looks like one of them perverts that you see on the telly.
Hanging around behind bushes.
Yeah, you do. Like that.
What TV are you watching to see these perverts?
Can we let's take one quick phone call, then we'll play a record, then we'll play word disassociation.
Oh, damn, I'd forgotten about that. Should have been swatting up.
Swat? How can you revise?
Just looking through the dictionary.
Basil
prepping up.
Butler, what can we do for you?
Hello, Iain.
Hello, Basil.
I'm in Cheltenham at the moment.
Yes.
I think it's the weekend of going to Monkey World.
Yeah, hang on, because I'll move you to another line. You want to go to Monkey World, yes?
Yeah, you've been there, haven't you?
It's Monkey World in Dorset is the best place in the world.
I've been there.
I like the idea of seeing the monkeys, but I don't like zoos. So I wanted to check with you that it's not like a.
Oh, listen. I was in the Cotswolds once, and we went to a zoo, and it was hideous. It was so hideous. I said to my girlfriend, "Should we go in the car and drive to Dorset now? I will take you to Monkey World, and you will see how it's supposed to be done." Isn't it brilliant, Ben?
I like Monkey World a lot. I'm from Dorset, and I would wholeheartedly recommend Monkey World. Portland's Park is also quite good.
And if you don't like Monkey World, it's directly opposite the Bovington Tank Museum,
which is even better.
Yes,
ask Richie from the Breakfast Show about the Bovington Tank Museum. I'm sure he's...
On some days, they let the monkeys drive the tanks, don't they? If it's quiet in both museums...
It's a bit like Longleat, but crazy.
Basil, listen, man, you've got to go. It's the best place in the world. I love it there. I adopted monkeys and everything there, and...
Sure you did.
Yeah. I was going to tell a story about our monkeys, but I can't do that at 7:45. I'll do that on a Sunday. Right, let's have Weezer, Buddy Holly, and then Word Disassociation. Kids, you want to hear this, I promise you. We have just come up with a name for Ben's band. Sadly, it's too rude to say on the radio. You can go to that mic, actually. I think that microphone's working. No, Eloise, you can go there. Sorry, I think that one's... Or that one. One of those two is working.
Perhaps we
go
could,
to that one. There we go. It's good.
Perhaps we could use... Just, we could talk about the name on the podcast next weekend.
I don't think we can.
Really?
The initials are BJLC. And I'd come and see it, Ben. I would come and see it any time you had it.
The encore would be pretty spectacular, let me tell you. Especially with that UV light.
Okay. There's a webcam. There's a webcam. Right. Now, every night when Ben Jones comes up, we've thought it'd be fun. Tomorrow it's a Pradeep challenge.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you won't win that.
I thought you said a Prada challenge. We want to come immaculately dressed.
Even with his lovely shoes.
What I don't get...
What a lovely man bag from Ian
What I don't
Lee.
get is why your show isn't as funny as you're being now.
No, because you know why? This is quite... I look forward to this bit, whether it's on Jeff's show, maybe more so on yours.
Thank you.
And then what happens is I sort of am bereft of inspiration by the moment it hits 8
You can hear
o'clock.
his brain censoring himself. Just censoring himself there, because that's not the phrase you used when we were off air. So, we're having a little challenge each week. We've had a Chinese burn challenge. We've had the dead arm challenge. We had the word association. It's 2-1 to you.
Rubbish!
Sorry?
You haven't won anything.
I won the dead arm challenge.
No,
I won that.
Ben won that.
No, you haven't
I
won
won
anything,
it.
you big Langley git.
No. I'm not a Langley git, because I don't mean anything. I won the dead arm challenge.
I think he means gangly. Did he mean gangly?
I won the dead arm challenge because he gave me 2 dead arms.
Well, to be fair, then that should be nil for that.
No, he gave me 2. He refused to accept the second dead arm.
That's
Therefore,
true, okay.
Coward.
Whatever, Ian.
2-1.
Going down.
I'm the
2-1.
adjudicator on that. I say that is 1 to Ian.
Thank you very much. Word disassociation. I say a word, you have to come up with a word that's in no way connected whatsoever. Are you
Well,
ready?
I've listened to your show. This should be dead easy for you.
Okay, thanks. Car.
He can't do it.
1-0. Best it's the first one to 3.
If this was Manic Smanic, we'd slap him on the head.
First to 3. So it's 1-0 to me there. You can go first now.
Clock.
Temperature.
Pants.
Wall.
Anti-establishment I can't even say that.
He tried to be clever and he looked like a muppet. 2-0. Okay, so first one to 3 wins this one. Okay, my turn. Keyboard.
Morris Minor.
Tablet.
Sweet.
Oh.
Blackboard.
Oh, damn it.
It's a whitewash!
I almost said chalk.
And the best. And do you know why that would have been wrong?
Why?
Because blackboards are associated with... You got that, okay, so it's 3.
Yeah.
So that means it's 2-all. And tomorrow is the Pradeep Challenge. We've got 2 more left. Tomorrow's the Pradeep Challenge.
Do we know what the Pradeep Challenge is?
Yes, we do.
We do.
Regular listeners to this show will know. You won't win it. You have to say the word Pradeep for the longest.
Oh! I'm going to have some fun with that. Actually, I have heard that on the Sunday night show.
And then...
so it's in a sort of Bill Withers, Lovely Day...
Whatever voice you want, it's like pra-deep. You've got to hold the deep for the longest. You won't beat me. And then on Thursdays...
I'm actually genuinely going to practice tonight during my show. Off air.
Circular breathing.
The way I practice is I hold my head underwater for as long as I can. And Thursday, have you got electric shockers you got?
No, but I think we should try and get hold of some.
Okay. How do we... Have I got to go and buy them in the shop?
I think Rocky's got some, actually.
Rocky, have you got electric shockers?
He's got some...
Oh, OK, Thursday we're playing... I'm genuinely scared of that.
He's got some jump leads. He's going to connect you up to the studio battery. It'll be fine.
I hate pain, and but we'll see how it goes. What's happening on your show this evening?
Lots of very exciting new music, lots of fantastic live stuff.
Let me go, it goes into sincere. It's like we've seen Ben Jones, the crazy character. Now it's the sincere. This is the sincere side of Ben Jones.
I have the A to Z hour tonight from 11 o'clock. We're playing out.
Doesn't break out of stride there. Doesn't break out of his stride. He's going. Look, he's on. He's doing.
I'm trying to,
He's focused.
There's a very few listeners that you have left. I'm trying to pull them into the 8 o'clock hour by hook or by crook.
But isn't EastEnders on or something?
And by the way, all Champions League games have been cancelled. So you don't have to watch any of the football this evening.
Another station I used to work at, when there was football on, there was no point. There was no point.
Football or I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. It's a nightmare.
It's just you can't do anything. Can't get any phoners up with nothing. Okay, sorry. Are you doing that thing when you just play a record for an hour?
No, not doing that.
I like that. So I tape it and then I pretend I've got the record. What else have you got?
Oh, songs and stuff and chatting in between, and it's all good tonight, Iain Lee. Just listen, for God's sake.
I shan't.
Like I've put blood, sweat and tears into the show tonight. And
are they on? They're good, they are.
It's going to be great.
They're a great band. No, I shan't be listening, but I do appreciate the invite. Thank you so much.
Can I genuinely ask you now?
Yes.
Have you ever listened to any one of my shows since you've been covering Home Time?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks.
I've got a telly. No, I'm sure.
The idea of this bit is that I'm supposed to come in and promote my show.
Yes, but not to me.
You just rap.
Not to me. You're to the punters out there, not to me. It's to the suckers listening to this.
If you didn't have anything else to do, would you listen tonight?
To be honest, no, probably not. No. Listen, I think
if it was the last thing on earth to do, would you listen to it?
If you were in a cave and you had a radio, but you could tune to other radio stations, but you like to think you'd listen to Absolute Radio, would you listen to me tonight?
I can tune to Capital, can I?
Yeah, but would you want it?
We'll never know the answer to that.
Waiting on some beautiful boy to...
Good evening, and thank you, Iain Lee. Back tomorrow in for Jeff on Home Time. This is Ben Jones. Discover real music on the home of the no repeat guarantee. This is Absolute Radio. Good evening.
8 o'clock, I'm Tanya Snuggs. A mainly dry night across the UK. A full radar weather updates coming up.